Hey, this is Randy from Funeral Funds of America. In this video, we are going to talk about the actual cost for $5,000 worth of burial, cremation, final expense, life insurance, or funeral funds for a 75-year-old female. Now, keep in mind, you can always go directly to our website and get a quote. You can click on the state, enter the state that you live in. We are licensed in all 50 states. We can help you in no matter where you are. And just click the coverage amount, put your birthday in here. It will open up to the same exact quoter that we use to help our clients. And you'll be able to see exact pricing and pricing from all the different insurance companies. Now, let's dive into this $5,000 for a 75-year-old female. The first thing you need to ask yourself is $5,000 going to be enough for your burial, cremation, or final expense planning? Now, there's two ways to go on that. There's cremation or there's burial. So if you have a $5,000 policy for a 75-year-old female and you're going to get cremated, that's probably going to be enough if you already have that. If you don't have any insurance, this would be a good amount to look for. Now, keep in mind, the average cost of a cremation where you just come home in a cardboard box or an urn is around $1,000 to $2,000. So you might be thinking, well, why do I need five? Because if you're age 75 and you want to live to 80, 85, maybe even longer, prices go up over time. And that builds a little bit extra money in there for inflation. God forbid you die sooner. There's some extra money in there to take care of some other final expenses. And if you live long enough, there's extra money in there to take care of that inflation. Now, if you're going to have a cremation and a little bit of a ceremony, then that's probably going to cost anywhere between $3,500 to $4,500 on average. So $5,000 is still enough, but you might want to get a little bit more if you plan on living longer. So we might often suggest like maybe $7,500 or maybe even $10,000. Now, the important thing here is we don't believe you should overinsure. So at age 75, do you really need $25,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000? Sometimes people will approach us and say, hey, I just want to leave some money behind for my family. And we really believe that this insurance probably just get what you need to cover the actual function that you want taken care of, burial or cremation. Because the thing is, at age 75, the insurance is starting to get more expensive just because you've waited so long to get it. And really, we feel that extra money that you'd be paying for in premium would be better spent on your family members while you're alive, and you'll have those memories and they'll have those memories for the rest of their lives. Now, if it's within your financial means to get more insurance, go ahead and do it. But most people we work with are on a fixed or limited income, and they would benefit from keeping more of that money in their own pocket. So one thing we always recommend you get is first day coverage, and that's what we help people with at Funeral Funds of America. First day coverage or benefits, low cost, same day approvals. And the reason is none of us knows when we're going to die. We could be here another 20 seconds or another 20 years. We just don't know. So getting a policy that's got a 2-year waiting period is not the smartest thing to do, when you qualify for first day coverage. And sometimes people will say, well, I'm not in that great of health. I don't think I'd qualify for first day coverage. That's why we work with so many different insurance companies at Funeral Funds of America, because all of them have different underwriting requirements. And 95% of the time, we can get somebody first day coverage. Kind of the only things, that would prevent you from getting first day coverage is really significant health problems. Like if you had a terminal illness and you're going to pass away in the next 12 months, or if you had dementia or you're on dialysis or in a hospital or in a nursing home. And unfortunately, we get a call, seems like weekly, from somebody that says, hey, we had a family member die this last week, and the body's down at the funeral home and they didn't have insurance. We don't have any money. We need to get this policy in place really quickly. And we have to tell them that, hey, there is no policy available in the United States that will pay for somebody who's already dead. So it's a sad situation to have to kind of break that news to people. The only thing we can do is just learn from other people's mistakes. You need this insurance sooner versus later. You need to get it while you're alive. Can't wait until somebody's dead. Now, one thing we don't recommend is people getting, again, 2-year waiting period policies. And Colonial Penn's the most popular one out there simply because they just advertise the most holy cow, they're on TV. Seems like every 7-8 minutes there's a commercial out there for them. And their $9.95 plan is a 2-year waiting period policy. And there's other companies out there that have that too. Mutual of Omaha, the United of Omaha, that's a 2-year waiting period. AIG, Gerber, there's a whole bunch of different companies out there. And some of those companies have done a really great job of convincing people that the only thing you'll qualify for is a 2-year waiting period. And nothing could be further from the truth, because we help people with first day coverage all day long. So let's take a look at some of these rates. So here we go. Colonial Penn, female, age 75. Now let's just look at what their $9.95 plan, because it's very prevalent out there. And people think, at age 75 for a female, these girls out there are thinking, I'm going to get $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 for $9.95. Nothing could be further from the truth. Let's take a look. $9.95 for a 75-year-old female is going to get $762. Now, that's probably a little bit different than when you looked at the commercial on TV and thought that you were going to get so much more. $9.95 is $762. That's not even going to pay for a cremation, folks. And remember, with Colonial Penn, it's a 2-year waiting period. So in 2 years, that $762 won't go as far because of inflation. So it's just silliness that, people think $9.95 is going to do a whole lot for them in most cases. But let's try to figure out, again, very seldomly does Colonial Penn offer you like $5,000. I think there's only one age that we found for a female that offers even coverage amount, like $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. So let's take a look at what approximately $5,000 would be. Now they've got this kind of interesting $9.95 system, and you got to kind of guess at coverage amounts on different amounts. Maybe go up to 6 units here. That's the thing, you got to play around. Well, 6 units is 45. If we go 7, so like 5, that's as close as you can get to 5,000 is 7 units for 5,334. That's around $70. So is that a good deal? Well, let's jump over and look at our first day coverage quoter. So let's take a look here. We've got $5,000 for a female age 75, and we're going to hit the get quote button right here. Let's go back and look at the pricing. Again, for roughly $5,000, Colonial Penn is around $70. And if we go over here, we look at Trinity Life Insurance Company. We work with them. They're a great company, one of the lowest priced companies out there, $37.11. Now, this is for level coverage, which means first day coverage. So again, we're looking at 70 versus right around 37. So the Colonial Penn plan is almost 200% more than this company here, Trinity Life. And Trinity Life is first day coverage, and Colonial Penn is a 2-year waiting period policy. So why would you pay almost 200% more, have a 2-year waiting period policy, and then be guaranteed you're going to have to overpay every single month for the rest of your life? Why would you do that? It does not seem like a very smart move. So let's look at a couple other insurance companies, maybe some ones that advertise a lot here. Let's take here's Lincoln Heritage. Fine company. First day coverage means that's what level means. But $53, they're more expensive. Why are they more expensive? Well, they've got a plan where when you pass away, they'll call 2-3 funeral homes to kind of try to get the lowest pricing. They can do some other things too, but you end up paying for that service. So that's 53 versus 37. So that's going to be roughly $15 more a month. That's going to be difficult math for me. Let's say it's $12 more a month. That's $144 extra a year. We'll just kind of round that up to $150. That's probably pretty close. So, if you live an extra 10 years as a female, age 75, that's probably going to be like $1,500 to $1,700 more after 10 years. And for Lincoln Heritage to, cost that much more to make a couple phone calls and do maybe a few other things, that's fairly expensive most to the people we talk with would agree. I guess that's what they tell us anyway. So what we do at Funeral Funds, we provide a funeral and estate planning guide. We provide that free of charge. You just put all your wishes in there, what goes where, who gets what, and what happens after you die. And we recommend you just keep that with the policy. And that way, when you do pass away, your family's got all the information that they need to take care of things based off your wishes. And it's a wonderful gift. They're going to look at that knowing that you absolutely love them and you planned for this day when it was going to be a difficult emotional and financial hardship for them. And we provide that free of charge. So if you want that, just let us know. But let's see if there's any other company here. And you'll be able to see all these companies on our quoter here, like Lumico, like $43. So about $5 more for like Lumico. We see them out there once, but that's $60 a month. That's $600 over the next 10 years. So it's not a lot, but why not keep that money in your own pocket? So go ahead and you can go to any page pretty much on our website. We have this quoter, just fill it out and you'll be able to see all those pricing. And you can call us at our toll-free number, 888-862-9456. And if you've got an existing policy and you want us to price shop it and just see if you got the best pricing, we can do that for you. If you're looking for a brand new policy, we can do that for you. If you've got an existing policy and you need to add a little bit of coverage to it, let us know. We can help you out with that too. So we look forward to the day that we actually do hear from you. Until that day comes, you stay safe, you take care. And we wish you many blessings. You take care. Bye-bye.